Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out the Season 4 Critical Corruption patch for Deep Rock Galactic. Like the previous seasons, which are always released for free, you'll be able to spend script in a cosmetic tree in order to unlock victory moves and different skins for your weapons. They've doubled down on the whole Season 3 lithophage thing and have made enemies nastier and sort of reskinned previously seen enemies into lithophage enemies. There are a couple of new ones which I'll read off in a minute. The actual rig itself looks a little different. I love that from season to season, they bother to change the way everything looks. They'll add some really cool, like there's a soccer thing that they put underneath the rig, which you can access. I didn't know about it until someone pointed it out to me, but there's like a little soccer thing that you can play with each other. They also added an arcade cabinet, and it's called Jetty Boot. And this is something that you may want to practice ahead of time. It's essentially Flappy Bird, where you're going to be left-clicking to guide a rocket boot through a series of, I guess, vertical hoops, I guess. I was never good at Flappy Bird. I'm old and my reflexes are terrible. But this is important that you practice this because in-game, you'll come across an actual crate, and you'll need to play this minigame in order to unlock said crate, and that will unlock the new jet boots. And I'll have to admit, these jet boots are hard to find. I have only found the crate 2 times out of these 7 levels that we play, which is kind of unfortunate. I was hoping to get access to them every single time or every single level because they really change the way you play, especially when you're not playing a scout. Scouts can go anywhere. I get spoiled playing as the scout. When I'm any other class, I'm like, I wish I could get up there. Well, the jet boots allow you to do that, which is really cool. And just by unlocking the crate once in the level, everyone can access it. And it's essentially just like a jetpack. You'll be able to fly around. If you do hold in the button for too long, you'll overheat the jet boots and you'll have to wait a limited time for it to cool down. But it is, it's fantastic. I love this edition. My only complaint with it is it's hard to find. It's like those special event statues that are sometimes available. You have to find them in the environment, and you have to dig them out, deposit them in the molly, and you get something special. These jet boots, it's like, well, it's a shame I didn't find them this level. Oh, it's a shame I didn't find them this level. It's a shame. I wish they were like always there when you first enter a map just so that you could have them. It's especially comical on low gravity maps where when you already jump, it's like you're already flying off into no man's land. But with the jetpack, just a little bit, or the rocket boost, with just a little bit of thrust, you'll go flying. And it's actually quite fun. And it totally changed the way I played, and it kind of spoiled me a bit. They did add, like I said, some new enemies to the game, and I'm not going to read off all of them to you, like all the different patch notes, but they've updated this to have a Rockpox Breeder, a Rockpox Bomber, a Rockpox Spitter, and a Rockpox Exploder. Try saying Rockpox 7,000 times fast. But they did add a couple of new enemies that weren't reskinned. These are just completely brand new. There's a Glyphid Stingtail, which I have yet to see, and a Glyphid Septic Spreader, which you guys will see in a little bit. I love, yes, that they've reskinned some of these enemies, and you will find some of this Rockpox content even if there are no contagion spikes. Like there was one level where there were no contagion spikes for me to neutralize. But there were still, like, on occasion, these Rockpox enemies that would pop up and do things. And for those of you, like, tuning in for the first time, this whole lithophage thing, you call down a cleaning pod, you spray foam all over the place, and then you use a vacuum cleaner to clean it all up. That has not changed. So for anyone looking for, like, oh, this is brand new, spanking new content, it's totally changed the way we play. No, it does not. It does not. This season did not change the way that we play this game. It's still the same thing. It's still a grind. It's still, you know, doing the same things over and over depending on the mission type. And on occasion, we see the new content. And, you know, that's kind of disappointing. But at the same time, one may argue that, you know, yes, they didn't add a whole lot to Season 4. Yes, they reskinned a couple of older enemies. Yeah, they created a couple of new enemies, and yes, there's rocket boots, but like what else did they do to revolutionize this game? And they didn't really do that. However, this game by far has so much value already that I can't complain too much. If they released this game after Season 3 as a finished product and never updated it ever again, aside from bug fixes, I'd be happy with the price because there's so much content here and so much playtime that you can get out of this that, you know, it's hard for me not to recommend. My favorite new enemy, that being said, is that new Rockpox spreader. It moves around the environment. It's kind of like a contagion spike, but it's its own thing. It's called a corruptor. You have to spray it with the foam like you would the stuff in the contagion spike area. That will remove its outer shell with the vacuum. You can remove its outer shell and actually start doing damage to it. I love that thing. It's tough, too, to boot. It took us a good minute to take it down. But I love that even though Season 4 didn't wow me in any particular way, like greatly wow me, it was still a nice addition to the game. And I'm still glad that they're adding new things to the game. Even if it's small, even if it's just in the form of new skins and the like, which is completely free, you just have to grind for it. I love that. So I still recommend Deep Rock Galactic, even though I wish there was more to Season 4 than what there is. I still recommend this game as a whole. So go check out this game. It's fantastic. You can usually just find it on sale. Definitely pick it up. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all next time. Take care.